Hey guys, welcome back to Sack's Garage. It's been a little bit since I put up a video, but just want to give you guys an update. As everyone knows, pretty much every track in the country is closed right now because of the coronavirus. So, not a lot of racing going on, at least legally. And I figured I'd just give you guys some updates. Just want to clarify, I am not street racing. I'm not a street racer. That's not my gig. I keep it at the track, and I recommend you do the same. So, with the truck, after our incident at the track, got a new windshield, nice and clean. Don't have a sponsor banner on it yet, but we'll get that fixed. On top of that, got hood pins here. I don't have them actually like hooked up right now, but these are some billet aluminum. Obviously both sides, and then underneath in there. On this side, I had to weld a plate in because there was a hole right where I wanted to put the pin. So. Got that, so we won't be having any more hoods fly up. On top of that, with our two-step issues, I reached out to the HP Tuner forums, and Eric Brooks recommended that I chase down all of my DTCs before we start digging in the tune. And I had been ignoring a cam position sensor tune, or sensor intermittent. I had just been ignoring it because the truck ran fine when it was moving, but basically what I ended up finding was that there is a sensor loose, and to test it I was able to wiggle it on and get it to hold for one test, and the trans brake was actually able to get up to about 3,200 RPM before pushing through the clutches in the transmission. If you remember before, we were hitting some sort of limiter on the trans brake at about 2,500, and it was clear that it wasn't the two-step. So now that I've got that figured out, this is from Holley. It's part of their Holley EFI kit for Coyote engines, but this is just a cam position sensor. So I just got to repin that and wire it and put it in. The issue there was that one of the plastic retaining clips had snapped at some point during my multiple pulls of the engine, and so the clip wasn't holding on. Next, actually I'll back out here. Got my trailer lifted up. Got the tires just in case the crane fails, keeping it safe, and obviously it's chocked on the other side. But the trailer itself it's a 2009, so it's 11 years old, and it's a little rough. The diamond plate, it's pretty much all scuffed down, and it's pretty rusty. Up here where the water pools, I'm actually going to drill some holes so that it doesn't pool anymore, but you can see that the paint is just flaking up and it's rusty underneath. But the real issue is on the bottom. I'm already about 6 hours into this over the course of a couple days, but I don't know. I doubt that the original manufacturer didn't paint the entire trailer, because that just seems like a poor business practice or whatever. But basically, the fenders, which were clearly added on after just due to the craftsmanship, and I think the ramp wells were added on after, but the whole underside of the trailer was unpainted, and it's just rusting like crazy. So you can see here on this side, this is where I've already hit. There's a lot of rust still like embedded in the metal that I'm not able to get out with my wire wheel. So right before I paint it, I'm going to spray it down with a vinegar solution. I've already tested that, and it removes it decently if you let it soak there. So that's going to have to be like an early morning thing, because the metal already is pretty warm, and I tried it and the vinegar just evaporates off. But what you can see here is the difference between a section I've already wire wheeled and then a section I haven't touched yet. It's not quite to scale rust, but it's getting pretty close, and I want this trailer to last. So I'm under here with a wire wheel just banging it out. This back section here where the ramps are held took me about 6 hours to do. So I'm hoping that now that I'm past all the intricate metal work here, that it's going to be a lot faster for the front, 75% of the trailer, because it's pretty flat with the exception of a couple cross beams. But getting up into here, I was wire wheeling up inside and everything. It's just awkward angles using the side of the wheel, so it's not very efficient. But the The game plan here is I'm going to finish doing this. I'm hoping I can get the bottom side of the trailer done this weekend. That's the goal. And then over the course of the next week, while I'm not at home or while I'm not at work, I can get the rest of the trailer finished. The plan of attack is hit the entire trailer here with a rust encapsulating primer, and then I'm planning on 2 paints of a black gloss tractor paint from Tractor Supply. So far, between the paint and my paint supplies and the wire wheel and stuff, I'm about $130 into this project. And at this point, really, it's just time. So that's what I'm doing while I'm not at work working. Hopefully you guys are all staying safe, and we'll give you an update when the trailer's done.